In math class when I was 16, I remember sitting at the side of the room with a friend, and most of the class was gathered around this one table at the left corner of the room, where they were talking, discussing math questions, laughing, and I was sitting there on the side of the room with my friend, and I was autistically talking to my friend and judging the character of people I don't even know. I was telling my friend about how shallow their conversations were and how I bet their bond is so fragile and they don't have genuine relationships. I barely even talk to them. But you can see why. I was the loner, and so was my friend. We were both lonely bastards that were angry, and I thought it was because I was above them. It's because I was too intelligent to share their type of conversation. So I sat there all bigoted, judging them for absolutely nothing. And my friend would boost my ego, telling me how good I am at reading people, at how much I understand people, all my pseudo psychological assumptions. It was absolutely autistic. And growing up, when I was 17 or 18, there was this guy in my class who always talks about killing himself, always talks about how dark the world is and how he's a dark empath and how he can read people easily. That absolute retardation of the human brain. To get so cynical, you have to sit there narcissistically thinking that you're above other people just because they don't fit your own interests. I was angry because I was alone. And most people who do this, who read people from afar and take pride in that, are angry people as well. And they're hurt and they're lonely. That's why they have to do that. They have to try to understand everyone to feel safe. And this obsession is so cringe. And because I had that friend that boosts my ego, that keep telling me how good I am at reading people, I took pride in that. And I continued down that spiral for 2 years, just reading people and thinking I was right. And I continued to separate myself because I thought I was too good for them. And I created that thought because I struggled to connect with them. And I was afraid. I was socially anxious. So my ego just coped with the thought that I'm above them, I'm more intelligent than them, I have more genuine relationships than they do. And all their relationships are fragile. And they are always putting up an act. Like I'm not putting up an act. I kept thinking that they were unintelligent animals that had superficial relationships and had superficial conversations. And that was nothing like me. I had the most meaningful conversations. I had the most genuine friendships. I had like 2 friends at the time, let's go. And when I actually come and talk to these people, I would make self-deprecating jokes. My eyes would drift, I would put my hands all over the place. Yeah, I was just that incapable and I couldn't realize it. Social anxiety just tearing me apart. And to cope with that, they are the retards, not me. Anger and loneliness can do a lot to you. And because I held on to this thought that I was above them, I never allowed myself to change. I never even saw change as an option. I thought it simply defined what I am, you know. I'm just like that. Too bad I'm more intelligent than them, so I can't bond with them. Oh. Catch your habitual pointless thoughts. Your narcissistic, retarded thoughts. Alright, you jealous fuck. You see all of them having the time of their lives, spending time with women, and you sit there in the corner of the room with your loser friends judging them. Are you like retarded? You bigoted narcissistic fool. Wake the fuck up, alright? You're lonely, stupid, inexperienced, and incapable. You spend all your time playing video games rather than going out to live, fucking consuming hentai, you weird junkie. You probably spend all your time with your Discord friends and thinking that your online friends are going to be better than all the friends you've ever met in real life. And they are the most genuine relationships that you ever have. But they are absolutely retarded too. And you guys are only bonded by the video games you play together. Without the video games, you're gonna lose them all. Trust me, I know. And I know why I was angry as well. When I turned 15, most of my friends left me and I didn't understand why. But it's because I never changed. I stayed the same. I wasn't constantly evaluating the social environment around me. And I had the bigoted thought, the thought that is conditioned into you. I'm perfect the way I am. If they leave me, it's their loss. Without any self-evaluation. That is such a poisonous thing that people are teaching kids. If they leave you, don't be bothered by it. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. You're perfect the way you are. People need constant self-evaluation. If not, they'll end up on a cynical path of delusion. Studious self-assessment and mindfulness is very, very important. Delusion is a poisonous thing to have, and it will drag you down for as long as you hold on to it. Think, look at yourself. You are not above change. You are not perfect the way you are. You're not better than them just because they don't fit your interest on what it means to be good and useful. Think. Use brain. Brain good. When you use brain, you understand that you are not above change. You must be ready to change. You will never find right answers that are right forever. Let your ego down and remove your delusion. And live and love. Love people. Don't let your anger give you so many preconditioned thoughts that you sacrifice so many opportunities for yourself. It's time to live, man. It's time to live. It's time to let go. I have so much love for you. To better world.